Next up, Group 7A, 1981 to 1991 FIA IMSA GTP and GTO cars. These boys are quick. Let me tell you, you'll see some speeds easily, I believe, in the 140s coming up this start-finish straightaway. Five-minute warning has been given. We're about ready to get underway here, so let's start to give me the rundown. We'll set the field for this group. Car number 49, Parker Johnstone on pole. He's from Torrance, California, driving a 1991 Acura Spice GTP car alongside car number 100, Bruce Canepa, Scotts Valley, California, in a 1990 Porsche 962C.
Inside second row, 77, Weldon Muncie from Irvine in the factory 1992 Mazda RX-7 92P.
Alongside in car 56, Robert Davis, Irvine, California, a 1990 Mazda 787. And as you can hear in the background, they have started the pace lap. Pace lap is on course. Looking at your pole sitter, car number 49, that's Parker Johnstone in that 1991 Acura Spice GTP Light. This is the 1991 to 1993 Manufacturers and Drivers Championship car. Car number 100 that shares the front row, driven by Bruce Canepa of Scotts Valley, 1990 Porsche 962C. The 1990 Porsche car was a Team Trust car, 962-170. Team Trust, one of the last Porsche factory 962s built, ordered by the Japanese racing team, was constructed by Porsche as a complete rolling chassis built by the factory to FIA World Sports Car Championship configuration. After its completion, it was sent to Japan in 1991. The motor was sent separately. But they've come together here.
That's right. Parker Johnstone is back actually in his old car, in which he won those championships.
Yeah. Did a lot for Honda, winning a lot of races. I think got awarded with a Honda dealership up in Oregon, probably up in Woodinville.
Actually, yes, Wilsonville. Yeah, exactly.
Wilsonville on his first.
And that car, I think, sat on the showroom floor actually quite a while, because it was one of those issues. What about tires? You know, took our tires that doesn't go away. But
yeah, Johnstone went from IMSA racing in these cars. He actually was drove in the kart championship auto racing teams. Competed in Indianapolis. Did the kart series for a couple of years before he retired.
It would be one of the most fun interviews too.
Yeah, great interview, very articulate, good sense of humor, and a good driver.
One of the deals with this car being back here this time is it's part of Acura sort of relaunch of the NSX and all the rest of it, and so that they want to get some attention.
Isn't there an NSX down on their display at Automotive Alley? I haven't had a chance to go down there, but I certainly want to do pop by and see if in fact it is there.
I believe so. It's a lot more radical than the last car. But what better way to actually say, hey, we're back, than to pony up a car that actually was a winner back in the day.
Boy, look at that group. Base car lines are out. You've got the Acura GTP and the 962 in the front row, and right behind them you've got the Mazda RX-7 92 prototype driven by Weldon Muncie, and then another Porsche 962 driven by George Nacken. Impressive first pair of rows. Pace car is out. Here comes your field. Makes the left-hander in turn 11. Comes up the start-finish straightaway. They're looking for a green flag. They get it. And away we go. Oh, boy. Canepa just motors away from Parker Johnstone. And it looks like Nacken and the other 962 is moved from fourth to third. And he got around Weldon Muncie in that Mazda P car on the way down into the Andretti hairpin. So it's Porsche, Acura, Porsche, Mazda, the top four as they go through the first corner.
This will be interesting. It comes back to that no replacement for displacement kind of thing, because the 962 Mazda is bigger than the Acura.
I believe so. And the Beretta is running in 6th spot. Let's check that displacement on the
do some numbers.
And I don't see a displacement behind the number 49 car, not listed in our program. The Porsche is a 2.2-liter car. Not sure about the displacement on that actually. Oh, look at the side-by-side battle as the Mazda has gotten back around Nacken up at the top of the hill. and has moved himself back up into third spot. Weldon Muncie doing a nice bit of grinding in that number 77 Mazda RX-7 92P. That is an absolutely beautiful car. You'll certainly hear it when it comes up the front straightaway, let me tell you.
Sounds like nothing else.
Here he comes. Let's give him a listen. Yeah, it looked like Muncie hit about 144. He went up the start-finish straightaway in that Mazda. You know, the other sound that had other car that had an incredible sound was that Matra Formula One car. You ever hear one of those run? Just an unbelievable shriek. It's a B12, I believe. Never listening to that car down in Long Beach as it came up the street to the city buildings with that echo and reverberation. It's a pretty impressive sound, but it's Canepa out front in the 962 Parker Johnstone, second in the number 49 Acura GTP car, then Weldon Muncie Mazda GTP 77, Serge Knockus in the other 962 81, fourth, Peter Nugget in the Chevrolet Beretta car number 3 running fifth, Robert Davis sixth in 56, Jeremy Barnes 62-7, Ken Epson in that Pontiac Firebird number 53 running 8th, and it's Bill Ockerland in 33A, and Steve Millen completes the top 10 in his top 10 car number 75. And Steve Millen started 15th, and after one lap, he was up to 10th.
Isn't that one of those things about once a hot shoe, always a hot shoe?
Oh, looks like we're going to end up with another safety car situation because of car 55 stopped in a hazard position, evidently a mechanical problem for that car. It's parked in a hazardous spot. We're going to have to go out and retrieve him. That's David Doyle in an 82 Pontiac Trans Am. Doyle brings out the pace car. Looks like Millen's still passing cars. So we've got two emergency vehicles on course. They've been dispatched from Turn 11 to retrieve Doyle's car number 55. They'll get that. In the meantime, the field should bunch up again behind the pace car. Let's reset up for you. Number 100, Bruce Canepa, your race leader in the 962 Porsche. Parker Johnstone running second in the Acura 49. Weldon Muncie in the Mazda car, number 77, third. Then George Knockus in the Porsche 962 81, fourth. Peter Valliet in the Chevrolet Beretta car number 3 running fifth. It's a great shot head on as we got him coming up the front straight. Parker Johnstone doing a lot of tire scrubbing on that Acura. Look at Steve Millen too. He's moved up again. Let's see where he slots in this time. Last time by he was in 10th spot. Yeah, he's still in 10th spot. Because the yellow came out, that kind of stopped his forward progress momentarily. You can't pass or are not allowed to pass under the yellow flag. If you do, you will be repositioned, so to speak. Emergency crew over by David Doyle. It looks like he's at the exit of turn 3. Not quite sure, and they're looking under the front of the car, probably trying to spot where they can hook him up and get him out of there. Okay, and as a result of the pace car situation, the cars are cording up. Evidently, somebody was taking care of business and had to go off into the gravel to avoid hitting the car in front of them. I believe it was car number 14 from what we're hearing. We're not sure. He's buried in the gravel trying to get out, just digging himself in deeper. I believe that's Steve Zlotkin. So we've got a situation where a hazardous situation has created an additional hazardous situation. And another tow truck just went by us there at start finish, and he's doing 63 miles an hour up the front straightaway as he crests the hill going into the Andretti hairpin to retrieve the 14 car. I'm surprised that car didn't work himself out. It's an Audi Quattro, and, you know, with that four-wheel drive with the traction that thing has. But I'll tell you, you get in that gravel, you are not going to get out. It serves its purpose. It stops the car and keeps it from continuing on and impacting something solid. But you just don't drive out of there. The more you try, the deeper the hole you dig.
Well, I'm thinking that was actually the first time we've seen that car, so it hasn't actually been for very long.
Yeah, they've got that Audi out. I remember seeing that car when it was running in the Trans Am. It was at a race at Sears Point, and there was a practice session scheduled late in the afternoon, and it rained, and nobody went out except that car. And he was, I think Walter Rohr was driving the car, and he was just putting on a spectacular show. Everybody, all the drivers and crews came out to watch. He just rooster tails out of every corner, and what an exhibition he put on. He was having the time of his life and performing in front of a very appreciative audience.
Well, he was a factory tester, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
And didn't he run Pikes Peak as well?
And Hans Stuck kind of bounced back up. Hans Stuck drove for BMW. Then I think he drove for Audi back in BMW, but he's more associated with BMW than he is with Audi. But Stuck was a character like that. Let's get him to yodel after a victory. Well, we've got the Audi out, and now we just need to get David Doyle's Pontiac Trans Am out, and then we can go back to green flag racing. We're about 8.5 minutes into a 20-minute race. A couple of those turns where the car did go off were just reported by the turn marshal, so we'll be on a surface flag indicating to the drivers it's a little dusty, dirty, there's some sand and gravel out here, but be aware it'll take a couple of laps for that stuff to get cleaned up or stuff for the tires to disappear, but you know, be aware that you can skate on this stuff. It's out there, and it always gets deposited on the track after a car is pulled out of one of those sand and gravel tracks. Tire scrubbing going on. There's an indication to me that they must be getting the word that we're getting ready to go green. We'll wait until we hear that officially over course communications. Look at that BMW Pro Car number 8. That's another beautiful car. You get a chance to get a look at that one. Give it a look, see. Number 8, BMW M1 Pro Car. Before they do go green, let's put them up for you again. Bruce Canepa leading in car number 100. That's the Porsche 962. I believe the last one built. Parker Johnstone in car number 49. That's that Acura Spice Light. Number 77, Walter Muncie in the Mazda GTP car. George Crockett, 4th in car 81. Another Porsche 962 to Peter Dungiet in car number 3. That's a Chevrolet Beretta. That's your top 5. Pace car has pulled off. We're going to go green flag racing again, Paul.
In fact, right about now.
Keep your eye on Muncie as he dives inside of Parker Johnstone, trying to get up into second spot, and he was second, but Johnstone drove right around the outside of him and took the position back as they went into the Andretti hairpin. Impressive piece of driving.
It's interesting, though, because he had the legs on it. Canepa, then that's really going to be the race.
Yeah, Muncie was able to easily out-accelerate him. He had the inside there, which is where you would protect if you're in that corner, but Johnstone was able to drive around it on the outside, which usually doesn't happen. The good part about that is you can do it and stay there. You're on the inside for the next part of that turn. But the key is to stay there and keep the car on track without leaving the asphalt and going off into the dirt.
Well, we're getting the pebbles on the outside there too. All the stuff is basically being thrown that way.
Here we have the cars for Race Group 8, 1967 to 1981 Formula One cars to the free grid.
Cars in Race Group 8A
To the free grid now, please. We've got a change in the top five. Maljet in that Beretta has moved up in the fourth spot in car number 3. I don't know who dropped down, but Naka's now dropped back to fifth in that number 81 Porsche 962. He was running third for a while for Weldon Muncie, and in the Mazda GTP car 77 has gotten around in, as well as the Chevrolet Beretta car number 3. Naka's now dropped to fifth in that 81 car, but Bruce Canepa leading in 100 and Parker Johnstone second in car 49. And Johnstone trying to stop Canepa. I don't know if he can pull it off, but at least he's staying in contact. He's fairly close, about 2 to 3 car lengths back as they come off the hill now. Go through turn 10. They're just now heading into turn 11.
I think the horsepower problem is always going to be exacerbated by the main straightaway.
Boy, you can sure tell when a Mazda goes by. You hear that scream of that rotary engine. The good battle going on between the Corvette and the BMW, just now coming down into turn 11. I think the Corvette number 88 and the BMW is car number 2.
Miller looks like he's dropped out.
Okay, yeah, he really has. Yeah. That battle between the 88 and 2 is the 15th overall, but it's a pretty fierce one. They're having a good go. Canepa, Johnstone, Muncie, Maljet, and Naka still the top 5 merchants there. Jeremy Barnes 6th in car 62. Then it's Robert Davidson 56. Ken Emerson 8th in car 53. Don Monroe was 9th in 33A. And Chris Liebenberg 10th in car 15. Car 75 has just retired. That's Steve Millet. You noticed that he had been dropping, so evidently he had some problems. He decided to park it for at least the morning. Maybe they can set things right. Hopefully he'll be back out this afternoon.
Instead of staying out there, just something goes back.
Yeah, by parking it now, maybe whatever's wrong will be repairable. But he'll be starting at the back of the field, which should be rather spectacular. That battle between the Corvette and the BMW I talked about before. Oh, now he's fighting with car number 76. That's Ron Triple. David Donahue in that BMW car number 2 that we've been talking about.
Number 8 is that Norman competed in 9 straight Le Mans 24 hours. have actually finished 12th in one occasion. So something like the most number of Le Mans 24 hours that anybody's ever managed to run one car in.
Yeah, ran Le Mans 9 times in 12 years. The last driver, Manasian, Bourdais, Corvio, no other cars had as many Le Mans appearances. The best finish was 12th overall. Respectable. The race leader, Bruce Canepa, gets the one-lap side in the 962 Porsche. Car number 100, Parker Johnstone still in pursuit. In car number 49, the actor, Weldon Muncie, third. In the Mazda GTP car, number 77, then Peter Balliet. In the Chevrolet Beretta car, St. George Nakas in the 962-81 running in fifth. Final lap, they'll get the checker next time by. With that, we should remind the Group 8A cars, 67 to 84 Formula One cars. Your race is next. Those cars should now be on the grid. David Downey was called at the pit. That's unusual. On the final lap, he has made a pit stop. Here comes your leader heading for the checkered flag, Bruce Canepa. Yep, followed by Parker Johnson.
And Weldon Muncie in third place in the Mazda.
Just put a lap on the Buick before the start-finish line.
Then Peter Baljet, George Nakas, Jeremy Barnes.
You know, Jeremy Barnes almost got by Nakas for fifth overall in that number 62 car. He got beaten to the line by about a half a car length.
Robert Davis, 56, Ken Esmond, 53, Bill Ockerland, 33A, and 10 would be Chris Liebenberg, number 15. So actually that restart kind of revitalized that race, otherwise it just would have been a runaway for Canepa in that 962, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you're right about that. I don't think Canepa was too disappointed he was able to run away. Canepa, a very good driver.
Formula One car